All right, take three now. Take three. It is Eric Arnold here in the Sports Barn, June 9th, 2021 on a Wednesday. We got 4 picks for you here on Wednesday. Take three. First take, well, I said something I wasn't happy with, so I shut that one off. Take two, where we had the microphone inside the shirt, and that kept producing inconsistent, muffled volume, which really was annoying the shit out of me. And if it annoys the shit out of me, I'm sure it really pisses you off. So that one went by the boards. So take three now. At any rate, if you're wondering what the hell is this, I'm here for the first time. What is this? Well, I make picks against the spread on MLB, also on football and basketball. College basketball, if you're saying, oh, good, I could find out who's going to win the NBA game tonight. Nope, not here you won't, because I don't know. As far as last night went, I guess I don't know anything right now. Look, we've been going great. We have been doing well. We had been doing well. Last night was the worst day we had in a month. Just, it happens. It happens. Go ahead, put it up. I did want to say one of our subscribers, Fred, was going to the Met game. Big Met fan, Fred. I'm not sure whose cross to bear is bigger, his or mine, because I'm a Phillies fan. He's a Mets fan. And, is there anything more Met than that, Fred? I mean, you go down there and you're going to an away team stadium, and so it's kind of like a special event, and you're getting ready to party, and you're all there on, I forget the name of the street, but Pickles, that's a bar. Sliders, that's a bar. You're getting warmed up. You're ready to go. You're ready to put those 6 Oriole fans that attend the game there in Baltimore. Every game, 6 of them show up. You're ready to tell them how it is. Your team gets out 2-0. They hit a home run. Your big guy, Alonso, hits a home run. And, man, let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. Let's go Mets. And then the Orioles open up with 10 straight, and that's it, 10. You lose like 10-3. Is there anything more Met than that? Man, I think we're done with the Mets. I just can't get that team right. That's like everybody has one team that they just cannot get right. They bet on them, they lose. They bet against them, they win. I think the Mets is that team. It's close. The Angels are in there too, but we'll see. I don't know. And then the rest of the card was just, that's the one I might want to have back is the Met game. The Philly game, maybe I'd want to have that one back too. That might be the only thing we did right all night was we took the run line with the Phillies, thinking that, well, Nola's either going to have it or he won't have it, and they're going to get hammered. Well, guess what? He didn't have it. They got hammered. It was a spot tailor-made for this guy, and he still couldn't get it done. So, the Phillies, yeah, I mean, that annoys me that I had the Phillies last night. That was an error. I'm not embarrassed the Nationals were close. They just couldn't get that big hit to break through at a huge price. The Blue Jays were close. They led the game They led the whole game. They led the whole game, and they just couldn't add on to their lead, and it fell apart at the end. The Mariners, the guy didn't pitch well. They got behind, loss. So, I mean, it was a bad night. Bad night. What else we got here for you? Well, I wanted to say thanks for the kind comments there, Randy. Randy R. said some nice things about the Sports Barn. He said, keep it real, as we, commiserated about crazy people that do evil things, talking about that road rage incident out in California. I thought about the keep it real part. I think, in my mind, I prefer the old Howard Cosell phrase, tell it like it is. So we try to tell it like it is here in the Sports Barn, or you could say keep it real. whatever you prefer. The customer is always right. So, did you see the SI piece on baseballs? SI, Sports Illustrated. It's out there on the internet somewhere. I do not think it's behind a paywall. It's an important piece. To me, it's right there with the athletic piece on the trash cans. It's an important piece right there with Jose Canseco and his book, Blowing the Whistle on the Steroid Era. Basically, SI just went around. I don't think they had to do all that much effort to do the piece either. They just went around the MLB clubhouses and said to the pitchers, do you guys cheat? Do you put like stuff on the ball? And they all pretty much said, well, yeah. I mean, doesn't everybody? Don't use my name necessarily in the article. We'd prefer if we were anonymous, but yeah, oh yeah, you know, sunscreen. We put sunscreen on, and then I take the rosin bag and just kind of, you know, and that creates a real sticky deal there. And then I can, all these spin rates that have gone through the roof have basically created a game of adult league wiffle ball where these balls are just now breaking in ways they never broke before. Plus then you have teams now that throw guys for only 50, 60 pitches a game. So everybody's maxing out as hard as they can with velocity. So you've got 98 mile an hour sinkers, 99 mile an hour snapdragon sliders. You've got shit that's just unhittable. And of course, the strikeout rates reflect that. And I think it's boring as hell. That's me. You know, I just think the game today stinks. The product that MLB is putting on the field sucks. But we have to watch it. We don't have a choice. I mean, let me go watch the Federal League. You know, let me watch some other. I guess if they had some other league, I might give it a try just to see what type of baseball they were playing in that other league. But the type of baseball they're playing right now in the year 2021 just absolutely sucks. And SI exposed why. You know, it's something totally within the control of Rob Manfred. Completely under his control is this rampant cheating that the pitchers are doing by putting junk on the ball to give them more grip, more spin. It's all cheating. It's all easily correctable. All you got to do is just go where everyone knows they're doing it. Everybody's doing it. You don't have to look hard. They're not hiding it. Hell, that was basically SI's point is these guys aren't even hiding it anymore. They're just like sticking it right on their glove. They're not even taking, at least guys like Gaylord Perry and Don Sutton would take some care to hide it a little bit. These guys aren't even hiding it. Hell, they asked Garrett Cole yesterday. Have you ever used, I forget, it was a specific substance. So apparently the reporter has been advised that he uses some specific substance. It wasn't, have you ever cheated? It was, have you ever used XYZ? And he was like, oh, humana. He didn't deny it. You know, it was basically like, well, I don't want to call you an idiot to your face because you and I both know I use it, so I'm not going to lie to you. But I don't want to admit it because I don't want to, get suspended just in case they're looking for somebody to suspend. So I'll just, it was a terrible answer. It was like, oh, dude, do you not watch like NBC Nightly News and watch politicians lie every day? There's a way to do it, man. You don't know how to do it. But then why would you? You're just a baseball player. You don't need to know that. This is so bad because a lot of the things that are bad about today's game would be fixed if they made these pitchers pitch clean. One of the worst things about today's game is the umpteen zillion strikeouts. And we, lay it off on these guys are all going for the fence. Yeah, maybe. But on the other hand, 96-mile-an-hour super sinkers are hard to hit. Whether you're going for the fence or not. If you made these guys pitch clean, all of a sudden now, more balls put in play. The game moves faster. Yeah, the game would move faster. Do you know how long a strikeout takes? A while. That's 6, 7 pitches before you finally punch the guy out. Whereas if he puts pitch 3 or 4 in play, that's 3 extra pitches that weren't needed to be thrown. So it would move faster. It would get more players involved. It would end this ridiculous trend of having guys out there in the field that have no business being out there in the field. But you can put them out there and hide them because no one ever hits the ball. Half the outs that are recorded are punch outs. If the ball was actually hit in play, you can't put that 37-year-old guy who can't run, catch, or throw out there anymore. So I don't know. It just seems so easy and obvious to me. Why would MLB not crack down on this? Now that the whole world, we suspected cheating was going on. We all knew the pitchers were doctoring up the balls with this pine tar, rosin, whatever crap they glue, whatever else they use. We all knew it was happening. I was surprised by the prevalence of it. That the SI article pointed out how many people are doing it. So I thought about this. Well, I said in the previous video, I had a good line. I'm going to use it again. Probably won't have the same impact because I'm just rehearsing it, regurgitating it now. But the worst insult I could possibly think for that idiot, Rob Manfred. This is the worst insult I could possibly think for you, you bastard. You make Bud Selig look competent. That's the worst insult I can think of. Let's put up today's games. Now, I'm doing this by memory, so I hope this is right. We got the Athletics, got them there. That's a little nervous about that one because that's a big price. But Diamondbacks stink. There's a bad team. The Athletics, always good at home, especially against teams that don't play there. Non-division teams, say it that way. A team that plays there, 9 games a year, every year, they kind of have a familiarity with that weirdo ballpark. But it's depressing to a hitter who's not used to playing there. They get there, they hit a foul ball, and they go, all right, I'll get the next one. Meanwhile, Matt Chapman's over in the next county making the catch. And I'm like, you're out. Like, when am I out? Do I hit the ball way over there? It's like, no, that's all foul territory here. We can run over there and catch that. So that ballpark has some real weird stuff to it that if you ain't used to playing there, it's hard. So advantage A's. Sean Manaea, he's been pretty solid. He's going. The A's are a very good team. The Diamondbacks are a terrible team. We just think this is a good spot here for the A's. We hope, because we really need to cash a W here. So we're going with the A's here. What else did we have? Oh, the Nationals were our top play. We're coming back with them. They were close last night. They just could not get that one breakthrough hit against the Rays' best pitcher, Glasnow. So we're going to come back with them. I mean, the model thinking here is that, look, the Rays have been going gangbusters all year long. They're due for a regression. The Nationals, maybe not as bad as their record indicates. They're pretty healthy at the moment. Corbin's been bad. That we're hoping he has a bounce back game today. Even though all year long he's just been bad. That makes me nervous. But I'll say this. Normally they don't let guys pitch as long as Corbin has been bad. In other words, oh, you're bad. You're bad. You're bad. You're bad. All right, well, something must be wrong with you, dude. You're either your velocity's down or your arm's hurt or you got a hangnail or a blister. We're just going to shut you down. Shut you down and just let you rehab or, sit on the sideline. So the fact that they haven't shut this guy down leads me to believe that maybe there's some internal signals there to the national pitching people that maybe Corbin's about to break out of this and throw a good game, that he's not hurt, that there's something there that's going to cause him to pitch well. Maybe that's a stretch, but we'll take the Nationals. That's our top play. We like the Angels late night. Definitely think the Angels, that's a team we've had trouble with, but the Angels, I think that Joe Madden is a good manager, and I believe that he is going to hopefully make the Angels better, less angel-like. Right now they're doing unangel-like things. This team should have just quit and gone up the track when Trout got hurt, but they didn't. They didn't. In fact, I didn't check it, but I would argue their record is probably above 500 since Trout went out. And wow. And Trout's coming back. I don't think you can say they're a worse team with Trout. They're just learning to win without him, maybe. That some of these guys on that team that are generally passengers are now starting to learn to pull their own weight. The Royals, that's a hot, cold team. And they were pretty hot there, right up until this weekend when they lost 2 out of 3 at home to the Twins. And that just seems to have knocked them spinning the other way right now. They're spinning the other way. So I think the Angels have an advantage here in this game. The price is pretty short, pretty cheap. So that was the third pick was the Angels. And now I got to come up with the fourth pick. What was it? Oh, it was the Tigers. That's right. The Tigers. We like this one. There's only 1 star on it, but maybe this one should be more than 1 star. Casey Mize is a 1-1. I learned that phrase on MLB the other day. That means first pick in the first round of the draft. He was a 1-1, and this is basically his rookie year, if you don't count the COVID deal last year. He's starting to pitch like an ace. He really is. Starting to get ace-type efforts out of this guy. He's got the pedigree. You're not laying a hateful price here against a pretty mediocre Mariner team. A Mariner team that doesn't hit, doesn't score. The Tigers should hold these guys down today. The price is relatively short for a budding ace. We like Mize. I think this is a good spot for the Tigers. So there you have it. Honestly, I'm a little now, I'm nervous about the Athletic game. And if I got to be out here, tomorrow explaining how my whole day was wrecked by Sean Manaea and the Athletics, I'm going to be annoyed. But we feel good about the Nationals, feel good about the Tigers, and then the Athletics and the Angels kind of pray to God and hope. So that's what we have for you there. There we have it. Let's hope this one, I'm going to process the video, edit it, get it up. There you have it. So, hey, hit the like button if you're first time here. Go ahead, subscribe. Nothing bad will happen to you. But I'm signing off. Eric Arnold out.